Alright, I'm not really sure how this video will go, and I'm not really sure about all the stuff that we will do in this video, but I prepared some stuff and potentially it could be really interesting. And that interesting stuff involves these spiders. These are not tarantulas, you know. In these enclosures I have Sicarius thomisoides, as usual the name is written down. So I'm going to attempt a sexy time, or more technical term, I'm going to attempt to breed them. I have 3 females here and I have 1 mature male. And by the looks of it, I don't think that this male got a long time left inside of him. I mean, he's still active. If I shake his enclosure a bit. Are you active? Yeah, you see, he moves, but he looks a bit... You see that he is actually lacking 2 legs on his left side. The 2 back legs are missing, and he actually lost them during the molt. So ever since he was a mature male, he was like this. And what I noticed, ever since he is a mature, he is not really hiding anymore. As you know, this species is really cool when it comes to hiding, because they hide inside of the sand. And this is how usually sicarius enclosure looks like. It appears to be empty, right? But if you go and shake the enclosure a bit, yep, the spider emerges, and that is really cool. This is how they actually ambush their prey. Prey just wanders around thinking that there is no predators around, but then BAM! This spider just appears out of nowhere. Really cool tactic, to be honest. And so this is 1 female, I mean female number 1. In here is female number 2, but she's also hiding. I won't be shaking this enclosure. And also female number 3. Let me just turn the enclosure because we can actually see where she is. She's not as good at hiding like other girls. You see, you can clearly see where the spider is. So we will take the male and put it in one of these enclosures. I think that I will go for this enclosure because we can see where the female actually is, and unlike this female, she's not disturbed. Sorry girl, sorry. You can chill, don't worry. And behind me, Felix is actually moving and making noise with leaves. And oh, Felix, was that a slip up? Yeah. Do you want me to feed him? I have roaches here. You know that now I can actually feed him from my hands. Come, Felix. Nope. Nom, 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 nom. How did we come to this? From sand spiders to Felix holding my finger and munching on the roach, and there he goes. Yeah, he's taking the opportunity, but I'm gonna just do a thing like this, and there we go. You're outsmarted, buddy. Also, in case you're wondering how is Despacito doing, he is actually doing excellent. Despa, say hi to people. And you see this dot in between his eye and nose. This is actually the vitamins that he is supposed to take. I have a tactic now where I put a couple of drops on the roach and give him roach like that. So therefore, when he eats the roach with a couple of drops of vitamins, he automatically drinks those vitamins. But you see, sometimes he gets droplets on his face, and now he got a stain. Sorry about that, buddy. But now let's return to the spiders, and the female that we disturbed, you see she already hid inside of the sand. Too bad I didn't get that on the recording. So I'm just going to take male's enclosure, and maybe I will do this with 2 hands because these spiders aren't really that defensive. Apparently they don't really bite. They will rarely bite usually, they will just escape, but their venom is apparently really bad. It makes flesh like melt or something. I forgot the exact word. I think it's necrosis maybe, but if it bites you on your leg, you would probably get a huge wound and potentially lose a hand. So yeah, this is definitely a species, a spider species that I don't want to get bit by any means, so I'm not taking any chances. No, no, no. We'll move them aside. And let's go. Now, will we get some reactions from the male? I never attempted to breed these spiders, so I have no idea how they behave. I'm not sure if you know that when you put a male tarantula inside of the female's enclosure, as soon as he touches her web or comes to her territory, you can immediately see that he can sense the female's presence. But when it comes to these guys, they don't make web or anything, so I'm not really sure how they find each other. I guess the male just stumbles on the female and that's it. That is how they find each other, unless the female thinks that he is a prey. But these females are really well fed. You see their abdomen is huge, and I'm pretty sure that they will not be interested in eating this guy. He is really slim anyway. Now I guess we wait. Yeah, I will give them like 10 minutes or so, maybe 15, and if there won't be any movement, we will give them some motivation, you know. Okay, there was some movement. The male actually walked all over the female, but the female didn't even react, and I'm not really sure if the male is aware that there is a female. It still seems like he does not sense her, so I don't really know how they do it in the nature. I mean, imagine you have a huge forest, not forest, you have a huge desert, and these two spiders that are super good at hiding themselves are supposed to find each other and do some haba, you know. I really don't know how that works, but since they are still alive, since they are multiplying in the nature, they are alive in the nature, so I guess somehow it works, yeah? The guy was doing some digging motion. Does that mean something? I don't know. Oof, male is right on top of the female and... Oh, okay, now compare their abdomens. Females is like 4 times larger than males, right? So what do we do in this situation? Is the female aware? Is the male aware? I have no idea. I still have no idea because I don't even know if they drum like tarantulas. I don't even know that. But it will be interesting if the male starts scratching the sand like he was scratching while he was going around. That will for sure be interesting. Alright, this is going nowhere, but what I'm going to do the thing that I usually do when it comes to breeding tarantulas, at least when it comes to certain tarantula species. I will leave them together overnight and of course record a time-lapse, so hopefully tomorrow we will have some nice footage, and I need to fix this glare, but yeah, let's go. Well, I cannot believe, but it actually worked. We had a successful sexy time. Hell yeah! And let me remove this glass now. And you see, female, male, and they are fine. I cannot believe. I mean, I'm super happy that it worked, but from how it looked yesterday, I was really doubting that anything will happen, because it seemed like the female is not interested, or it seemed like the male couldn't sense the female, but I was wrong, and I'm so happy that I was wrong. But in the meantime, when I got home and I rewatched the footage that I recorded yesterday, I spotted that the male actually seemed like he was vibrating with his front legs and also with his pedipalps, and also it definitely seemed like he was searching for the female. The way he was walking around and scratching the sand, it definitely seemed like he was looking for her. It seemed like he sensed that he's somewhere nearby and he was actively looking for her. And thankfully that resulted in hopefully successful sexy time, successful breeding of this really super cool and interesting spider species. Yeah, I'm so happy. Now to get the male outside, but I'm not exactly sure how I will do that, because I need to get the male outside and not the female, so I cannot just dump him outside of the enclosure like I did from his original one. So how to do this? Maybe I can just cup him and try to scoop him with the cup, I don't know. Let me first separate them, because I don't like the looks of it. Okay. And in your enclosure you go. Nice! So hopefully that's it. Now before we end the video, I still want to get one recording. I want to get a recording of a female burying itself in the sand. So in order to do that, once again the enclosure over here, getting a nice angle. And now I need to shake the enclosure to get the female outside. There. Setting the camera, and now we wait. Got him. Great. Now since I managed to record that, everything is done for this video. I'm actually super glad how it turned out. I was actually afraid that nothing will happen and that this will be a lame-ass video, and that's why I said that I prepared multiple things. But now, since we actually got this done and we got a decent recording, in next video you can expect, you see inside of this enclosure I have the escaped hissing roach, and we will be setting up the enclosure just for him, and we will be keeping him as a pet and maybe get a girlfriend for him. Yeah, and also next video I'm going to show you how the construction in Final Dark, then how that is going. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support the channel even more, there's a Patreon page. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload on Monday and Friday. See you again soon. Bye.